right, let's do it. All right, remember, we're chorally translating. I mean, we're doing it all together at the same time, and everything else is put away. Everybody's saying the same thing or close to it at the same time. If you're not all doing it, what is Miss Kennedy going to do?
Start over.
Start it over.
I become old.
Okay,
You would say
Alright, so you're right. It's I become old are the signs. What's the way we could say it to make it a little bit more like how we would translate it?
I'm getting older.
I'm getting older. Or I'm getting old. I'm getting older. Getting older, you know? Alright, ready? Ready?
You just
Get it?
I become old.
Okay, what's his name?
That's like a while back.
Like used to, before,
Back in my day.
I would not translate as back in my day, but, would I say a long time ago?
A while ago.
Because a long time ago.
No, you gotta go like a while back.
Good, that means you would do a bigger,
ASL Jesus.
Wait, go harder.
you would do a bigger, say like, oh, a long time ago when I was like a baby. No.
Good job, Carter.
Okay, so
A little while
used
ago.
to, before, a little while ago.
While back.
Okay, so I'd probably say used to or before, one of those two. Alright, ready? Alright, I totally need to back up 10 seconds button, but you don't want me to do that.
Not YouTube.
I could put them on YouTube. Alright, ready?
A while back.
I can see.
Perfect.
Good.
Fine.
Alright, good. Alright, one thing I do want to say though is if this is this is a tense marker, so this tells us something is going on when?
In the past.
In the past. So what should change about our translation after that? Okay. So instead of can, it would be could. Until I change the tense marker again. Okay, and then you can change it back to present if it's in present or future or if it's future, whatever. But right now, we're in past tense because I set up that tense in the beginning. Right? Right-handed? Uh-huh. Yeah, the wrong one. I know, I haven't fixed that yet. Thanks for pointing out.
No, it was
I'm just kidding. No, I know, I just haven't fixed it yet. I need to do that today. I would what?
What?
I had the wrong day up on the board. Alright, ready? Alright, so maybe I should not sit down. Maybe
Maybe you should go on the left side.
Perfect.
No, it's fine.
That's fine.
See?
A while back.
I could see. Perfect. Good. Fine.
I feel like we're on Family Feud.
Today.
Now.
See?
Now.
Okay.
Today or now?
Now.
It's changing the
Okay,
present.
so is it specific to only today, or is it
I would just think current.
Current now, currently? Okay. Alright, so because I signed that, does that mean I'm in the past anymore?
No.
Wouldn't that, if you did this though, wouldn't that be now my eyesight instead of, like, see, because you did possess it instead of.
No, my vision.
Oh, no, did I?
Yeah, if it's flat.
It could be eyesight, if I said mine. Can't really remember. You did the. Okay, here we go, ready? Let's see. Okay, what's this?
Not working as well.
Dwindling.
Wow. Slithering away. No, that's good, except for it's a little dramatic, maybe not withering away.
Decreasing.
Progressively decreasing.
Getting worse, deteriorating, maybe.
Decomposing.
My eyes are not decomposing. Alright, so my eyesight is getting worse. Okay? Do we have another sign that we know already for getting worse? Diana, what do you think? Getting worse? Getting worse? Alright, getting worse?
I think that's for.
Wait, I thought this was improved.
Okay. Alright, so improve, getting better, getting
I
worse.
think it's more of skills and stuff, like something you learn.
Yeah. It could be related to your health. I mean, you could say, oh, they're getting worse or they're getting better. But I do tend to sign it more with skills, like I'm doing, getting better at class, or I'm getting better at my job, or get better at whatever you're doing, or getting worse. I don't really have a hard and fast rule of when to use one or the other, but usually this, to me, best I can explain is that this is like something that kind of gets worse over time, and I don't think it's something that can get better. Like, I can go get LASIK surgery, but naturally my eyes aren't just going to get better.
Yeah.
So it's like getting worse, like it's deteriorating, it's getting worse, and it's not going to start going back up. There's no, this isn't a sign.
It's only down for you.
It just goes this way, it never goes back up.
Wow.
It's only a
I
downhill
mean,
slope.
but I would use this for someone's health too, and their health could get better. But anyway, so just know those are two signs you could use for get worse, but I think in this case, my eyesight is it's deteriorating, it's getting worse, it's not gonna get better. It's not a skill. Alright, so anyway, alright, ready? Alright.
Recently,
Okay,
very
Recently.
recently.
Very recent.
yeah, very recently,
Could you the other day?
could have said the other day. But I signed recently, not the other day specifically. So it was more general than the other day.
Okay.
Recently to me could have been 2 weeks ago. Recently could have been 2 days ago. But, alright, so recently, what do you notice about signs that convey time? Like tense markers. What do you notice about them?
They're
Your facial
expression
is,
Yeah, because it was recent, it's very close in the past. So remember we learned this facial expression for something else. What do we use this for?
It's right there.
Yeah, something really close to us physically. It's right there or right there. Same thing, very close in the past, but which direction am I pointing? Back. So notice that tense markers are going to go in the direction of whether it's past or future. So if it's going towards the back, it's what tense? Past. If it's going towards the front, it's what tense? Future. Okay, so what's some examples of signs you already know that do that? Soon, yes, soon is really close. If it's close to the body, then it's either present tense or it was very soon in the future, very close to the future,
Last,
not far into the future or not far in the past.
like last week. And
So, last week, move backwards. What else? What other examples? I need everybody pay
Yesterday.
Yesterday goes
I
back.
said it first.
What's that?
Diana, are you with us?
last year.
You okay? Alright, so last week is a past tense marker. Yesterday.
Every
Oh,
year.
really?
Alright, next year,
What about next week? Do we already do that?
next week, moves which way?
Tomorrow.
To the front, 'cause it's the future. tomorrow? Okay, good. So this one is very recently, so I'm pointing towards the back, but not very far. I'm not like going like way back, and then it was like right behind me, like right in the past. It just happened. And because it's really close in the past, I make that mouth morphing. Okay, so recently. All right, so if I sign recently, then what tense are we in now?
Present.
Pass.
Past. Not very far in the past, but it's still past. Okay? All right, so recently, so let's see if that changes anything about our translation. Okay, so instead of saying go,
You say went.
You would say went. Okay, so recently, I went, not go, because go is present tense. To the eye doctor. All right.
He checked my vision.
Okay, what's this?
Tested.
Tested my vision. So not test, but tested because it was past tense.
Well, I don't know this one.
What's this?
He said.
He said, but this is this is what he said. What is this?
Told. He told me.
Told me.
Oh.
So if I ask you to tell me, it would be this, but this is past tense, so he told me. There's actually a she, not that matter, but she told me. All right. Told me what?
I need glasses.
Glasses.
Daniel said you blonde.
This can't be worse.
Glasses.
Very good question. This is also a sign for glasses.
Yeah.
So I think last year when I taught the vocabulary list that had included glasses, I taught you this for glasses. This is also just another variation of glasses. They both mean the same thing, it's just sometimes, some people may use this, some people may use this. And when I signed this story, I used this. That's just what felt natural at the time. Okay?
Wait, that's a lot.
Alright, I'm about to start over, but some people are not doing it. I need everybody together, everybody paying attention, sitting up, looking at the board right now. Come on, Dion, come on, what's going on? Come on, pay attention, everybody together. Ready?
I become
Getting
older.
A while back, I could see perfect, good time. Now, my vision is worse.
You want, that's fine.
Very recently, I went to the eye doctor. She tested my vision. She told me I need glasses.
Oh, man.
Glasses store have many, many glasses. Wow. Walls have glasses.
Alright, what would you say? What would you say there?
Rose and
Rose and rose.
Rose.
Rose and
Rose.
rose.
The walls have rose and
Just
rose
rose.
glasses.
Yeah.
Okay, go Good.
We're about top.
Covered
Like
with
everybody
glass.
says,
Good.
it's only looking
All right,
for
ready?
actually translating.
I don't know which one it is.
Which?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, what you doing?
Wait, what was that last time?
Don't know.
Don't know or didn't know in this case. Alright, so you learn this one-handed, don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see it two-handed. Sometimes you'll see it up here on the forehead, and sometimes you'll see it down here on the cheeks. It can be a little more exaggerated when you do two hands. But sometimes you will see it up here, and sometimes you see it, up here, and sometimes you see it down here. Alright?
Good question. Try.
Hold on, let me go.
I don't know. I tried many
Glasses on. Look in the
mirror.
Debate.
No.
Put them
Try another pair. Look in the mirror.
I'm still lost.
You're lost in the translation or lost?
Nah, that was what I interpreted from
Okay, gotcha.
your face.
Okay, okay, good. Alright, I heard some really good stuff in there, although it wasn't all like perfectly together because you were all saying a little bit different words, but they all sounded like the right kind of words. So let me point a couple of things out. So we talked about that this is the sign for glasses. We also know that this is the sign for glasses. In this particular story, I'm using this variation for glasses. Alright, so if this is the sign for glasses, what is this sign?
You try them on.
It could be a classifier, but let's add it, just say that. Or let me stop doing like this from a location.
Where?
You're putting on glasses.
Okay, so this would be the sign for putting on the glasses. Okay? Put on the glasses. Which brings me to a grammar thing I just want to mention real quick to do with ASL. ASL has a group of signs called noun-verb pairs. And not all nouns and verbs fall in this little category, but there are a few that I'm going to point out to you. This would be an example of one. A noun-verb pair is where the noun and the verb are very similar. Most of the time the hand shape is the same, but the movement is a little bit different. And if you know the rule, then sometimes you can distinguish between the two. Okay? So notice that this one is what? Is this a noun or a verb? This one?
Bird.
It's a
That's a
verb.
noun.
Bird.
You're putting it on.
No.
No, it's a noun.
Oh, so that's the glasses.
Glasses.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, 'cause
glasses,
you're
so
still
it's a
kind of
noun.
Yeah.
Alright, this is
A
a
verb.
verb. Putting on the glasses. What do you notice about them? What's the same? The hand shape's the same.
The movement.
What's different about the movement? Okay, so one's longer, one's shorter.
One's distinguished on one.
One's kind of
How many times does the movement go? How many times?
Twice for the noun and once for the verb.
Okay? Once for the verb, twice for the noun. Okay? So, usually the rule is, if it's a noun, then it's usually two short movements. If it's a verb, it's usually one of two things. One, fluid movement, bigger movement, or a repeated bigger movement. Okay? I'm going to show you a few examples so you know what I'm talking about. So this particular one, the noun is two short movements, the verb is one fluid movement. Okay? Another example, and these are some you should already kind of know. Okay? You just didn't know that they were like this. Is this a noun or a verb?
Verb. Verb. That's a verb.
It's a verb. What's it mean?
Sit.
Sit. What's this?
Chair.
Is it a noun or a verb?
Noun.
Noun. So notice the noun is two short movements. The verb is one bigger movement. Look.
No. Open the verb.
Good. are similar though, but they're not nouns or verbs. What'd you say? Yes. So to play the violin, and then the violin would be like a shorter movement. So that would actually be an example of, this is the verb. It's a repeated movement, but it's a bigger repeated movement, a little bit slower. Whereas a faster, like just double movement would be the noun. This, an eraser for the board, and then to erase the board. It's got a repeated movement, but it's a bigger repeated movement. Okay? So anyway, I'm not going to go over every single noun verb pair, but that's just kind of something that popped up as we were going through it, so I wanted to mention it. All right, ready?
My husband, my friends, I texted pictures to both of them.
Okay, what's that mean?
Send out.
Sent. I sent it to him, and I sent it to her. Why didn't I just sign it once?
It wasn't a group chat.
No.
Whoa, that's how group chat says.
Beautiful. Yes, it was not a group text. It was
Group
just
chat.
two separate texts.
So if it was a group text, could you just do one?
If it was a group chat.
It'd probably be like all like short.
Well,
Because
you
if
should
they're like
probably-
8 people,
This is,
you would do
y'all
like
asking the important
You
questions.
should probably do like both before you.
Y'all just have this going on and on and on,
If
asking
it
the
was a
important
group chat, would
questions.
you shoulder shift?
No,
Or would you
I-
do like?
No,
You would show
I would probably group them together.
But yeah, you
Be
would
like-
like list them.
No, I'd probably only send it once. I would probably say if it was a group text, I would probably
Be
say,
like,
Yeah.
All right, now that we got
send it
that
to them
going.
once if they were grouped together.
Don't
Don't make it me think.
girl.
Alright, but it wasn't a group text, I sent it to them separately.
All right,
Good.
now that we got it.
Although if I had translated it into English, I probably would have only said the word send once, right? I sent it to my husband and my friend. But, okay. Ready?
I asked both of them.
Which
You
pick?
which
But I picked one.
Okay, that wasn't but. That's okay, you don't probably don't know.
Although, however.
Not decided, this is decided, but it's similar, I know where you're going with it. It means finally.
Oh.
At last.
At last. Yes. Okay, and there was a non-manual, a mouth morpheme that goes along that side.
Ba.
Pa.
Pa.
So anytime you sign this side, you would mouth pa. Finally. This side can also mean like success or, but finally.
Success.
Do that when the bell rings.
Conclusion.
Everything.
Ready? No, not conclusion. Which?
which
Pick. Finally, I picked one.
go.
Alright, what's that?
I know what it is. I
Go.
told you.
Are we in the past?
Like that one.
No, it's not like that.
I said I feel like we're in the past right now. And that.
We are still in the past.
No, you
I
told us
have
that's
not changed it to,
That's what I thought.
Is it answer
That
or
was-
something?
still are in the past.
Or cho?
Oh,
Conclusion.
You'll go pick it up later?
No, go is like this.
Alright, so answer, I was about to say, you probably seen this sign before in a different context to mean answer. However, in this context, it means order. Order. So I picked one and I ordered them. I didn't buy them. I did pay. I paid.
I hope so. Hopefully.
I paid. They wouldn't let me not order them without paying. I paid. I didn't buy them, I ordered them. What's the difference in buy and order?
Because buy them, you get them in later, you order them,
Ordered
you come
like
later.
ordered online, like they shipped to
It's
you.
not
You
there.
ship to the store.
Right. They didn't have them in stock. They couldn't just hand them to me, let me walk out of the store with them. I had to order them. Alright, so this sign can mean answer in that context, but it also means order. You can use it as, like when you're ordering food at a restaurant.
Order in the court. It'll be solution. Order in the court. Not like that.
Solution is like your salt.
Like an AV solution.
Okay, ready? Let's finish this up. Ready? Not all we're doing today, so let's. Alright, ready? Here we go, finishing up.